Good morning, this is Food All You Never Wanted to Know. I decided to come out here today and pick some of the beans to dry and freeze, and I found a really happy thing. This is a squash plant, and I cannot remember the variety. Unfortunately, I don't have a cup under it because I started it from seed. But look at that. That is a beautiful summer squash. It's a wrinkly variety. I believe I had gotten it from seeds from Italy, and I'll have to find out if they still carry the seed because the seeds are very old, and I would like to seed save next year. There are a few babies on too, so hopefully they'll have time before it freezes completely. Anyway, this was very cool, and I think later today we're going to pick that and have that with our dinner. And over here, again, these are the beans that I didn't think would have time to grow, and lo and behold, they're doing pretty well. So I'm going to pick up a bunch of these, and later we're going to try some freezing and drying. Good morning. We did not eat the squash last night. We ate beans, including the purple beans, and as I've said before, they're magic because when you cook them, they turn green. I picked a straw flower this morning. I'm pretty excited about that. But most of all, I'm excited about these beans. This was a wonderful experiment. I do recommend, I highly suggest that you try growing some things that you didn't think you could grow into the fall. I planted these bush beans August 12th, I believe, and it took less than a month and a half before they were bearing. We picked about the same amount, a little bit more, a week ago. This is 5 pounds worth of beans, and there are the dryer noises going off. I'm ignoring that. Anyway, these are about 5 pounds. We ate some last night. So these are Royal Burgundy. These are one of my favorite bush beans ever. They're stringless, as long as you don't let them get big and seedy. They're wonderful. They taste good, they freeze well. And over here we have another kind that was an experiment this year called Top Notch Gold Wax. I don't know what happened with these. I got it from a store that had seeds in a bin, so maybe they got mixed up. Maybe the seeds were mixed, but they looked the same. So they should have been the same, and a lot of them turned out as actually green beans. Not young ones that will turn yellow like this. This will turn yellow. It's sort of pale yellow, little teeny twinge of green, but that will eventually turn yellow. But I found that these green ones started small as green and stayed green. And that's not what I wanted. They also had a little bit of strings, so somehow that was not a pure batch of seed. So that's unfortunate. However, the star of this is this squash. We were going to eat it last night. We didn't. We ate the beans. This turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful squash. I've grown it before, but it's been a few years. Don't know why. I just forgot about it somehow. It's wrinkly looking, but it's not soft. It's very hard, very, very good. When you eat it, it's a dense flesh. It's delicious. It's very good. It's sweet. And this is about the right size. You see, that's, you could pick it a little bit younger, but it's solid. It's not seedy. If you'll notice in the store, if you get squash, or if you grow squash and it gets really big and the seeds are big, that's really only good to use for zucchini bread or zucchini muffins. It's really not the fresh, young zucchini or yellow squash that at the point at which you should be picking it. Now I'm going to put the name of this squash in front of you here so you can see what it is, because there's no way you're going to get it from me saying it. Zucchetta rugosa friulana, wrinkled from Friulana. It's about 40 to 60 days from seed. That did work. This particular squash was 60 days. I probably could have picked it about 3 or 4 days ago. And it being fall, I think that's great. I think that's absolutely wonderful. So I did get it from Franchi. I think their website is Seeds from Italy. It's the American distributor, the US distributor for Franchi, which is based in Italy. So I recommend that you try experimenting. Even if you plant something 2 weeks after you planted another batch, just to see how they do. A lot of things do better in the fall because there's less insect pressure. And I do recommend this, Zucchetta rugosa, oh boy, rugosa friulana. Take care.